Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fantasy Football, and welcome to my video. It is time to look at my final draft for game week 31 plus. So the first half of this video is going to be my wildcard draft, and then the second part will be looking at my team and seeing how well they're doing in game week 30. Just to let you guys know that I am recording this before the Manchester City versus Burnley game. And yes, I have cut my own hair. I hope you guys will like it. It's better than last time. I mean, oh my god, that was terrible. The thing with this one is, just don't look at the back because I completely messed it up. So here we go. Now, as you can see, my overall rank is 124k. Now, I jumped from 251 to 124. And right now, the main goal is to get into the top 100k and stay there as long as I can, and then slowly build from there. And with the wildcard kind of scenario, I want to push and keep pushing, and that's why I activated my wildcard. Now, in the beginning, when the Premier League restarted, the main strategy that I had was to bench boost in Game Week 30 and wildcard in Game Week 31. That was the main kind of strategy that I had. But then I thought, you know what, why don't I create a balanced team for Game Week 30 and Game Week 31, just in case? And looking at the games, with this 5 subs instead of 3, and the home games, without any crowds, made a lot of difference. So what I did, I activated my wildcard and I got a whole new team. And you know what? I am actually really excited to see how well this team does. And if you saw in my previous video, I showed you guys like a little bit of a template, a little bit of a structure to kind of work with, and why I went with some of these players. And of course, before the deadline, there could be some news. Then obviously I will adjust and change a few players around. But for now, I am really happy with this team and I cannot wait. So let's go through the team and why I picked these players. So the main kind of goal here was to bring in 2 Tottenham, 2 Liverpool, 2 Manchester United and 3 Wolves players. Now, the player that I desperately, I would love to have in my team is Doherty. But because he's expensive, he kind of hurts my team a little bit. And I thought to myself, you know what, why don't I do something a little bit different and bring in Patricio, a goalkeeper from Wolves that is 5.2. A lot of people's looking at Pope, and Pope is 18% owned, and he is 9.8. So he's a little bit of a differential, and he can definitely will push me up those ranks. And then being a little bit more cheap as well, gives me the money to upgrade elsewhere. So it's another player that is 4.6. Don't forget, guys, that he can still bring us a decent amount of points. Plays a little bit more further up the field as a defender. 7 points is really good. 8 and 11. Body is an incredible player as well. But I thought I'll go for size here just to see what kind of points that he's going to give me. Trent, I got to have him in my team. I think Trent is a better pick than Robertson. Robertson didn't play the last game. Next up is Aurier, one of my differentials, only owned by 5.2% owned, and 4.9. I think 4.9 is fantastic price tag. 1 goal, 7 assists, and 5 clean sheets. Now, I'm not looking at the clean sheets here for Tottenham, no way. But I'm looking at the clean sheets. And with the fixtures that they have, they've got a really good chance to get a lot of goals. And he could be one of those players that could be explosive. That's why I bought him, because his ownership is really low. I need that little bit of a push, and he can be explosive. So that's why I went with him. I'm not saying that you should do it as well. I'm just doing what I need to do for my team and where I am in the ranks. Fernandes, 18%, going to be 19, probably 20 by the end of tomorrow. The fixtures are incredible. So I got him in my team, obviously. I haven't removed him. And I bought in Martial instead of Rashford. I can understand Rashford is the main guy to go with. However, you know what? I have been burnt by Martial before. But he's been doing really well. 11 goals, 3 assists, 9 clean sheet points. That kind of helps out. And he's classified as a midfielder. And he plays up front. And he's 8 million. So he's a little bit more cheaper than Rashford. So that's why I went for him. It could be explosive, one of those. This team is all about explosive, So I need to go for someone that is a little bit more lesser owned than Rashford. Gotta go for that little bit of a differential there to push me up. And I got Kevin De Bruyne, I got Mane, you know, really high owned players. I went with Mane because Salah did not play the last game, and I can't take a risk on Salah not playing. Even if he plays for 60 minutes, it's not enough. I would rather have a player that plays up to 90. I would have loved for Salah to play for, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes in the last game against Everton, but he did not. But it looked like he was going to play, but other issues occurred. He did not come on. But for now, Mane is going to be my captain. Son, new player in my team, 4.7, only 6.7% owned. And if you're wildcarding, you pretty much are going to go and get him. He's a player that could, you know, like I said, I'm getting for explosive players that could get us a lot of points. Like you look at this, 12, 10, 13. And with these fixtures, I can see this happening. So that was my midfield. Power midfielders, guys. Really good defense. And I got Raul Jimenez up front. 8.1. Really high ownership. He is going to be highly captained as well. Option for Game Week 30. And I need him in my team. So really happy the fact that I got him. And Calvert-Lewin, a little bit on the cheap side of 6.5. Only 12.9. And the next fixture is Norwich. 13 goals, 1 assist. That is really good for this price tag. Really good fixture against Norwich. You know what? The next two is a little bit difficult, but in the long run, it's actually not too bad. So going with maybe one Everton player might be a good option there. So that is my team. I scraped a lot of my budget from my subs to kind of get this team this good. I think this is a very, very powerful team for Game Week 31. We'll see how it affects for Game Week 32. Players here that has a high chance to play up to 90 minutes, except for probably Martial. Other than that, really, really strong team. I went with a really attacking defense here, power midfield, and a really decent cheap mid-price range strikers. So that is pretty much what I'm going for. On the bench, don't really need a second goalkeeper unless there's some issues with my goalkeeper. Lascelles, a player, really good option for this game week as well. I can definitely play him. We'll see. There might be some injuries, and he could definitely will help me out. With only 4.3, only 5.5% owned, and a decent fixture to get some clean sheets. I removed Lundstrom. I bought in a Watford player that is 4.3 to give me that extra money to get Patricio. Yeah, it's just going to be on my subs, someone that actually plays. And an Arsenal striker that's been getting a couple of minutes. To be honest with you, I could change my third striker option and find a cheaper or maybe a player that actually plays to kind of like sort out my subs. But to be honest with you, I think 2 playing players is enough anyway. With this team, it's definitely enough. I think I could still go with just one player that actually plays and just go for really cheap players there. But yeah, that was my wildcard draft team. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I need to go with this team to push me up in those ranks. And I think with this team, it could happen. So yeah, I think if I had Matt Doherty, then yeah, this would have been amazing. Maybe instead of Martial, then Rashford. But I can't fit that in. I need to downgrade someone. And I don't really want that. And I think this is a good cover anyway for all the players that I really want. Well, I'll say all, only 2. But I think Martial covers Rashford. And 2 of the Wolves defense covers Matt Doherty, right? It has to. But we'll see. So let's go on, see how well my team has been doing in Game Week 30. So as you can see, so far in Game Week 30 plus, I've got 110 points. As you can see, I activate the bench boost. The average is 54. I don't think that you should look at this. The top 10,000 is around 70 to 80, something around that. And this is the one I'm looking at is 28,948 game week rank. That is incredible. And from 251k, I went to 124. And as you can see, I still got 2 more players left and my captain. So a lot of things could happen tonight. Now, if I just fix up this team, let's quickly go through. I don't want to talk about it too much because I know that we looked at it quite a lot. But Nyland here with 8 points. Target with 7. I went for that 2 Aston Villa defense and it worked. Bolly with 6, Bulldog with 7. So a player that was a little bit of a differential. I wanted to try something different. Didn't pay out. Played really well though. Fernandez with 9, Norwood with 5. I removed Fleck for him, and he got me 5. Kevin De Bruyne with 28, Aguero with 4, Raul Jimenez with 8. The biggest disappointment here is Aubameyang. Now, I'm not going to be too disappointed because a lot of people has Aubameyang, and you know, we bought him in for a reason because of these goals that he scored. He's got 17 goals and 3 assists, and he is a player that could get us a lot of points, but just did not pay off. Leno with 6, Lundstrom with 5, and Trent, single game week player, with 7, and Jack Grealish with 4. So pretty good overall. Gained a lot of rank. Still got 2 of my players and my captain, so there's a possibility for me to push onwards. But anyways, guys, that is about it. This team on paper looks really good. Yes, I could still make that defensive change if I wanted to. I can bring in Rashford if people wants me to. However, you gotta look at your own team, and for me, when I look at this team, I love it. I really I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. There's players in here that could get us a lot of points. Hopefully that will happen, but we'll see. If it doesn't, we'll move on to Game Week 32 and have a lot of fun with it. That is about it, guys. Hopefully that this has helped. Follow me on Twitter just in case there is a change to my team. I'll let you guys know on my Twitter feeds. And yeah, have fun, guys. I think my next video is going to be out on a Thursday or Friday, looking at Game Week 32. Anyways, thanks for watching. Let's see if this video can get up to about 200 likes. That'll be incredible. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya.